So I just wanted to take this time and kind of open up about something that's really personal to me. I've always kind of been recently open about my eating disorder and my struggles with my body and my mental illnesses and how I feel about all that. But I've never really been open about something that's a problem. It's a problem I have. I, for some reason, struggle with relationships. And I'm not talking in the sense of I always need to have a boyfriend. I'm not talking about like, I've just always struggled being in a healthy relationship. I've never not been in an abusive relationship, and I'm talking about emotionally and physically and all other aspects of abuse. The first guy, I guess I can call him my first love. The first guy that I ever fell in love with, it's my freshman year, and it was right in the middle of my struggle with anorexia, and I hated myself. I absolutely thought I was the most disgusting thing on the planet. I thought I was worthless. I thought that I was just absolutely disgusting. I hated myself, and that self-hate grew throughout high school. Something very traumatic happened to me my freshman year of high school, and it kind of started this downward spiral with how I felt about myself. And as my years in high school progressed, the self-hate got worse. I was really popular freshman year. I was freshman class president. I had the highest GPA in my freshman class. I was smart. Not that I'm not smart, but I was everything that people kind of dreamed of being, you know? I was kind of the it girl in a sense. I mean, I wasn't the most popular girl. I wasn't the prettiest girl, but I was one of them. So I really struggled with anorexia, and I really struggled with that. And then I began to recover on my own. And my anorexic eating disorder turned into another eating disorder where it was basically just binge eating. I ate my feelings. I was constantly wrapped in this cloak of self-hate. I could never do anything right. I was never good enough. If I got straight A's, I would go, well, why aren't they all straight A pluses? Or why am I not thin enough? Why am I not tall enough? My teeth aren't white enough. My hair isn't light enough. I have too many scars, too many pimples. I'm not funny. I'm not pretty. I was never enough for myself, and that is something that it's so hard when you're not enough for yourself. And if you don't think that you're worthy of anything, you accept every negative thing that comes your way. So my freshman year, I dated this guy who was so emotionally abusive. And I have to say, he was not the worst guy that I dated. You know, he was my first love, and his emotional abuse carried out all 4 years. He would constantly draw me back in, and then he would push me away, but not push me in the way in a good sense. He would start horrible rumors, and he would make up lies, and he would manipulate, and when we dated, he cheated on me with my best friend, and then my best friend and him all wrote a fake suicide note pretending to be me in order to get me in trouble with the school. The guidance counselor talked to me, and I told her what was going on. She made me apologize to the group girls because they felt attacked. Yep. My school never did anything about me being bullied or how I felt about myself. They didn't care. They did not care about me at all. So I broke up. Well, I didn't break up with that guy. He broke up with me. And then going into my junior year, I met this guy, and this is a guy that all of you are probably familiar with if you've ever been on my Instagram. His name, I've said multiple times on this channel. We dated for 3 years, and I'm sitting here now. It has been about 3 weeks since we've broken up, and I'm sitting here now, and I'm going to tell you, I feel like I have to fix everybody and I don't care if I get hurt. I'm always willing to sacrifice myself. This boy told me that my dreams and my hopes were worthless. He told me that I was toxic because I believe in body positivity and I believe in uplifting women. He physically hurt me. He emotionally hurt me. He cheated on me. And he made me feel like it was my fault. He manipulated me in so many different ways. And he made me feel like nobody was ever going to love me because I'm sick, because of my anxiety, and because of my depression. He was so emotionally abusive. I cannot tell you how many nights I went to sleep crying. It literally became a normal thing for me to fall asleep crying. And I know I post a lot on my Instagram, talk about how much, like, how happy I am and how I love my life. And I do love my life. But I just always kept that part of my life secret. I felt like it was okay. I felt like it was okay for me to be abused. And I'm not doing this for a cry for attention. I just want to, like, open up to you all and talk about, like, hey, like I just want to open up to you all. And I feel like I'm kind of rambling, but we dated for 3 years, and he constantly, like, broke up with me. He constantly told me he didn't love me, and that I wasn't worth anything, and that I didn't deserve to be with him. And I was his first girlfriend. I was his first kiss. His parents hated me because I decided that I wasn't going to college, and they thought being a makeup artist was, like, nothing. His mom is a hand therapist at Johns Hopkins, and his dad is an architect. So they were wealthy, and my family's not wealthy. And I work for everything. I work for everything I own. I have my own 3 businesses. And he said that what I do is not business. It's not a real job. I spent thousands upon thousands of dollars trying to make him happy because money was the only thing he valued. And I thought if I gave him enough, he would maybe value me. I spent over $500 on Christmas, and literally I got nothing back. He never celebrated any of our anniversaries. He never celebrated any Valentine's Days, and he never celebrated any of my birthdays. He never even said happy birthday to me, my 19th birthday. I was always the one who tried to call him, and I chased him. I told myself at the beginning of that relationship, I said, I'm not gonna get myself into another abusive relationship. And the only reason I begged for him back, I begged and begged and begged, and I told him, I wanted to marry him. I really, truly did. And he just thought that marriage was the stupidest concept. He thought that, that being tied down to somebody was just absolutely insane, and I wanted to get married. I was ready for the commitment. I wanted to move in. He wasn't even ready to give me any type of, like, promise ring. Our first year of dating, he was like, yeah, we're gonna get married, we're gonna get engaged. And then he went into college, and he started doing drugs and drinking, and he turned into this horrible, horrible human being. The only reason why I am not in that relationship anymore is because he broke up with me. I am not proud of this. I'm not proud that I was so weak and that I let that relationship get so bad. I did not value myself enough to get myself out of an emotionally abusive relationship. My anxiety levels, I literally had an anxiety attack every day, and ever since that relationship ended and ever since we stopped talking, I have been doing so much better mentally. I'm sorry, it's late. I've been sleeping better. I feel just happier. I feel more at peace with myself, and I don't feel so much anger towards myself or the world. If you are struggling with an abusive relationship, or you are with somebody who doesn't value you as a person, please, it might seem like it's hard, but once you get out, it's a lot easier. I didn't think I was going to make it through the breakup. I never would have thought that I would be here today admitting in front of camera and admitting in front of a whole bunch of people that I was in an abusive relationship and that I was too weak-minded and too insecure in myself to get out. I truly believe that nobody would ever love me because of my mental illnesses and because I'm plus size, because I'm fat, and fat isn't a bad thing. I just thought I had the same high school mentality, and I am now officially have been graduated from high school for over a year, and it's time that I leave him in my past. I am so glad he's out of my life. I feel like I can be me again. I'm happy he's gone, so please, I'm sorry, this kind of seems like I'm rambling on, but I felt like I needed to share this with you all and tell you like what's been going on with my life and why I've kind of been absent from social media for the past couple weeks, but I'm back in business, and you will be hearing tons more from me. So thank you for watching this, and if you have any crazy stories you'd like to share with me, you can totally leave them down in the comment section down below. As always, I love hearing from you guys, and I'll see you